Hello there, welcome. It's your Wisconsin wine guy. And if you're here, you're going to follow me on this journey because I have a treat for you. This is October 2023, and that means it's Merlot month. Oh, Merlot, Merlot, how I love thee. Let's go. Hey, it's your Wisconsin wine guy. Are you enjoying Merlot October 2023? Because I am. Because this is all about Merlot. Merlot has been my grape for a number of years. I've never swayed. I always drink Merlot, and I find some good ones. I've had some bad Merlots along the way, but I've also had my share of some really fantastic Merlots. And again, for those who are new, this is Merlot month, October 2023, and these are wines that you can find in stores where you shop for wine, liquor store, grocery store, wine shops, and so this time I'm picking up Merlot specifically and sharing with you during this month, this glorious month and season for Merlot. And now, you can find this Merlot here. I'll tell you what we're drinking. We're drinking the McManis. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of McManis before? I mean, you see this on the shelf a lot. The McManis Zinfandel, McManis Cabernet, McManis Merlot. You see this quite a lot. 5-generation vineyard and winery owners out of the Lodi area. So I'm looking forward to trying this. Heard some good things about this. This is Merlot, sourced from one of their vineyards in Lodi, has a little bit of Petite Verdot and a little bit of Teroldego in order to give it some color. And the Teroldego, it's an Italian grape they grow in their Lodi, one of their Lodi vineyards. So this to give a little bit of color here. So I'm very interested and curious about that. But it is predominantly Merlot. This is going to be vintage 2020. Again, estate grown. Alcohol is coming in at 13.5%, and I, believe it or not, I did a video on the discount bins, right? You got to check out the discount bins. There's some great deals and oftentimes some fantastic wines there, right? So this particular store I was in, I found this bottle for $8. $8. Regular retail anywhere from $9.99 to $16.99, depending where you're shopping. But $8, I found this in a discount bin. It's unfortunate they had one. Hope it's going to be good. It's going to be very unfortunate if they only had one in a discount bin, because I would have picked up quite a few. So I'm going to give this a crack, give it an open, and give it a taste. And we're going to continue with this Merlot month 2023. An echo would be nice right about now, right? So we have a screw cap. You know what I say about screw caps, all right? If the wine in the bottle is bad, that means it went in that way when it's a screw cap, right? But I like screw caps because you can stand these bottles up. Sometimes you run a room in your cellar. You want to be able to stand some bottles up. So you can stand this bottle up and the wine won't be affected either way. Laid down, stood up, doesn't matter. It only comes in play with sediment. In fact, standing up, as the sediment drops, it'll drop down to the bottom. If you're laying it down, that sediment is going to stick to the sides, right? So here we go. McManis Merlot coming out of Lodi. Now, when we think about Lodi, okay, when we think about Lodi wines, we're talking about wines that is going to be deep in fruit. Now, I may be talking about Lodi wines, going through the 80s and the early 90s, and when you had like the Zinfandels and the Cabernets and the Merlots, and it was just like big, juicy, jammy fruit, especially the Zinfandels. Big, jammy, dense fruit, chewy, so that's when you think about Lodi, think about that, and you can still find some of those wines that are made in that Lodi style, but also you can find some wines from Lodi with a little bit more finesse to it, right? And so we're going to find out where this particular Merlot is going to lie. Remember my categories, we have category number 1, just light, fruity. I like to say light, fruity, fun, very food friendly, good in the warmer times of the year. Then we have that medium body, it has good structure, subtle complexity to it, but very good structure. You may find some of that barrel aged, medium body, and then full, where it's going to be just like bold, robust. And for me, I always say it puts you like his Cabernet, his Merlot, and then some Merlots can be right there equal with it. All right, so 3 categories. And then the 4th category, I tell you, if I can find one of those during this Merlot month, I can't wait to show you. And that's going to be a true white Merlot, and that's going to be coming from Ticino, Switzerland. If I can find that, or if I can find someone domestically who's producing a true white Merlot and not a white Zinfandel type of white Merlot. Okay. All right. So now I can smell the dark berries on this one, just, just resting here in the glass. Wow. 2020. Oh man, Bramble berries. It just smells so good. Looking at those grapes and looking at this, it just smells so good. And I like to say, when it comes to wine for myself, it's made from grape, it's made from fruit. So if it doesn't taste like, smell like fruit, then what's the point? If you can't taste the fruit, then what's the point, right? I mean, be true to what you are. So, as we swirl this around and get some of that, oak spice, it's been like 6 months in a combination of new and used, both French and American oak. All right, so we'll see if we can pick up some of those different differences here between the two. So you get that spicy, the spicy notes. I mean, it looks like a white pepper singeing up my nose. You get some of that. But as far as the berries go, like, wow. And just a subtle smoke or ash. It's very subtle. It's almost faint. But it's there, blended very well with the fruit here. Wow. Ooh, look at that color. Let's not forget about the color. Isn't that a beautiful looking wine? We're talking, right? We're talking ruby to like a purple, but not a deep purple, but subtle purple, but more like ruby. Like, what's a blending of the two? Wow, that's a beautiful color. Oh no, more ruby and burgundy. Okay, not purple, burgundy. Okay, not quite purple, but more burgundy. All right, and ruby color. Wow, that smells good. So berries, spice, subtle smoke, red fruit. I'm gonna go with cherry. And that's cedar wood, that's cedar spice. Must be coming from the French. All right, so here we go. Let's give it a taste. What am I tasting for? 2-step. First step, acidity. No acidity, no play. I like my wines to be lively, red and white. Second sip, we're going to be tasting for how it feels, how it spreads, on my palate. And then we're going to put it in a category. Then maybe a third sip, we're going to rate it. So here we go. Wow. Mouth is watering. Love the acidity. Love the acidity on this and how it feels. All right, and this is winery certified green, sustainably farmed. Wow. That finish was like, wow. Okay. So nice acidity, but that finish is like, wow. All right, now we're going to be tasting for that mouthfeel and how it spreads, how it feels. So I'm going to put this in a medium body category. It definitely has that Lodi fruit character that I was describing to you, where you get that density of fruit. It definitely has that to it. So it's going to be fruit. It goes in with that dark berry taste, settles in the mid palate, and then the tannins are going to be like more soft to medium tannins, but that finish is just right there. It's sort of chewy, but not over the top chewy. Okay. So I will put this in that medium category. We have that little bit of barrel aging, has subtle structure, but more presence of the fruit. I mean, this is from Lodi, right? So that's what's going to be here for medium. The second category, category 1, light, fresh, fun. Category 2, medium, decent structure, nice fruit. And then category 3, bold, robust. No, Now, let's rate this McManis 2020 Merlot from Lodi. I just like saying Lodi. It brings me back to the time, when Lodi was like the hot spot, especially again for Zinfandel. And you would hear people say, Lodi, 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 right? So, here we go. All right, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go with food. I think it's going to be great, especially some little spice to it because of that fruitiness to it. So if you're looking for a Merlot that has good structure, medium body, but you want to taste of the fruit, the ripeness of the fruit, the dark berries, a little bit of cherry fruit. There's a subtle plum finish. I just tasted just now. A subtle plum finish. Not crazy tannins. This would be the wine for you. So, the Wisconsin wine guy is going to get a McManis Merlot 2020. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. For me, this fits that second tier, that second category for me. Something that has ripe fruit, something, again, that has decent structure, has like soft, medium tannins. Can't go wrong with it. McManis Merlot 2020. There you have it. Doing it live. Doing it for you. For Merlot month 2023. It's October. Share with me your Merlots. And we're going to see you next time when we showcase the next Merlot. You're going to like this next one, I think. And let's see if we can find some food to go with this one. See you next. Ciao.